You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411, featuring the week's roundup of fashion news. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411.
Here's our song, Fashion. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Ooh, I just noticed those lights. Those look really good. Hello. Nice. All right, people. It is Fashion Friday once again. I can't believe how quickly the time is passing us by.
No, it's almost April.
It's spring. It's officially spring for you folks that don't live in California.
And that means spring fashion.
Yay! So if you guys are tuning in, this is Fashion 411 on Black Hollywood Live, and we're excited to bring you some more fashion news today. So it's time for us to go around the room and let's introduce everyone. I'll start across the table.
Well, hello, guys. I am your host, Erica Garcia Rojas, and I'm your go-to girl for all things business and fashion. I am the co-owner of Rally Babe Apparel.
What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Courtney Stewart. I am your regular girl, shopaholic, shoeaholic, giving you guys the consumer perspective every week.
And I am Deanna Vaughn. I used to be a slave to the corporate world of fashion, and I am no longer doing that because I wanted to be here to bring you guys great budget ideas, and I'd like to call it, bringing you the runway to the real way. And I just want to remind you guys to make sure you download our show on iTunes. It's 100% free, and because of you, we're the #1 fashion podcast out there on iTunes. Woo!
But keep telling your friends, keep rating us. It's the ratings, it's the sharing that keeps us up there. So if you're listening right now, definitely take a moment to go onto iTunes and rate us. It does make a big difference. It helps keep us at the top. And share it with your friends. Go on to YouTube and like us and do all that
Share it
fun
on
stuff.
all your social media.
Yes. Can I get an amen? Yes.
Amen.
All right. And we want to remind you we're on Instagram because we know that Instagram is like the new Facebook. So check us out on Instagram. So sometimes we put up lots of different pictures, and sometimes you want to see the pictures along with what we're talking about. So check out the pictures on Instagram. It's at BHL Fashion 411. And
it's funny that you mentioned that, just from like a fashion business perspective, how you said that Instagram is the new Facebook.
It is.
It's so true. Having a apparel line, we actually looked into getting some advertising on Facebook and the pay and all that stuff. And obviously we have a Facebook page, but Facebook is not the place. For those of you business owners out there, want-to-be business owners, especially in the apparel industry, Facebook is not the place to put your business and to spend advertising dollars. You're better off going to places like Pinterest. Pinterest is huge.
It is.
For businesses, it is huge. We get so much traffic from Pinterest, actually.
Wow.
And we have a new Etsy site as well for Rally Babe, and so much of our traffic is from Pinterest. I couldn't believe it, and I had heard from somebody else. I was like, oh, let me try it out. Pinterest is huge, and Instagram, because it's so visual.
I noticed a lot more people have been using Pinterest, because I know it's been around for a while, a long while, but like now I feel like it's really it's having its moment, so.
There's another social media site, especially, it's kind of like Pinterest, but for shopping, called Wanelo.
Oh.
Have you guys ever heard of it?
I haven't heard of that one.
So this is a great for fashion and beauty. And the difference is that it has links and prices on it, whereas Pinterest is not about the links. It's not about prices, even though you can put prices on there. Whereas Wanelo is like, here's the item, click on it, you can buy it right here. So we get traffic from Wanelo as well.
There you go.
Well, speaking of things fashionable online, I have a few updates for you guys. So, all right, we get our fashion from magazines, from websites, from TV, but what about the web, all right?
Oh, the web.
So there's this new web series, and it's called An African City. And
So awesome.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Basically, let's see here. It's called An African City, and it's a web series focused on the lives of 5 metropolis women living in Ghana. So it was created by Nicole. I'm sorry if I butcher their names, but Nicole Amarturifo and Millie Monyo. And the first season, it's composed of 10 episodes, and it's got racy names for each show, like Condom Etiquette and The Belly Button Test. And I guess the most obvious comparison for this show would be like a Sex in the City, you know. But basically it features, you know, 5 African, I don't know if we want to call them actresses, but 5 women. And really, like, the fashion plays such a major part of this web series. And it's just, it's really cool. And I was looking at some of the pictures. I loved this picture because, you know, they're all doing their Real Housewives pose moment. And it's true, like, the fashion that these women are wearing, it's just like every episode is like a fashion show. And
it's gorgeous, like colors and patterns galore.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It's really great. So that's kind of one fashionable thing that's happening on the web. And someone in the room actually has a fashionable web series, from what I understand.
Yes.
If you care to talk about it for a moment.
Not Quite Fabulous. Season 2 coming this summer, guys.
What's it called?
Not Quite Fabulous.
All right.
That's what it's called.
Next up, with some fashionable stuff online, it's another web series called In Her Shoes. Have you guys ever heard of this?
I have heard it, yeah.
It's super cute. Basically, the shoes are the characters, and the shoes are doing all the talking, and they have these funny plot lines, and it's all about the shoes. You don't see human faces. All you see are heels and boots and sandals and booties, and they all have personalities, and they all have conversations. And it was actually a web series that was translated from Spanish, because it was a big, like, kind of telenovela series, and then they translated it into English because it was so popular. So you can follow their story on YouTube, and it's just very fashionable. It's so like funny. The shoes are the characters. I thought that was really cool. And then next up for a little fashionable online, it's called Math Plus Fashion, and it's a new fashion web series. And it features Tim Gunn. And the people behind this web series, it's actually a company called Scholastic, and you wouldn't necessarily expect anything having to do with fashion coming from Scholastic, because it's a big educational company. They're usually,
like
you know,
textbooks
and kids.
Bears and bears. For
Exactly.
those of you 80s babies out there.
But you wouldn't expect something fashion related, but I guess they need ratings, and they need to talk about stuff too. So it features Tim Gunn, and he works with aspiring designers, and it's a little bit more hands-on than, like, you know, your Project Runway is, where he's really digging into how does math play a part in fashion, you know? And it's more for, I don't want to say kids, but yeah, it's more for kids to realize and understand, you know, wow, well, why do I need this subject? You know, why am I studying math or algebra? And he's really showing how, like, math, like, has so many, you know,
Wow.
That's
so
very cool.
it's pretty cool. And it's the Scholastic channel on YouTube. And finally, the last web series, it's called 5 Questions with Suchin Pak. Do you guys remember who she is?
Yeah, it's from MTV.
Yeah, she's from MTV, and she's kind of moved up and moved on. And she's a contributing editor. I can't speak today. She is a contributing editor with Daily Candy. And Daily Candy is like blowing
everywhere.
I was going to say, it's still around. Okay.
It's not only is it still around, but they've got a lot of money behind them. They've got, like, their executive board are, like, big names from all these different companies. It's really incredible, like, how they've grown. But anyway, it's called 5 Questions with Suchin Pak, and it actually launched during Fashion Week. And basically her show, like, every week she follows, you know, different designers, and she's got different questions, and sometimes she does things out of the box, and sometimes, you know, she'll have, like, a special co-host like Joan Smalls or something like that. But it's I don't want to say it's MTV, but it's kind of like that House of Style, but it's moving over, you know, into the present day.
Yeah.
But that's another fashionable web series for you, something you might not have heard of. So
very cool.
Things are looking hot online for fashion. And before we get into our beauty beat, I just want to ask everybody, did you guys watch
I did.
Chasing Maria Menounos?
It was so cute. I loved it.
I loved that show, and we want to tell you guys, you need to love it too. And I was just saying before we came on air, when you watch that show, there's something about her personality and just the way that, like, you know, just watching her in her day-to-day life, she becomes a friend in your head if you don't already know her. And I mean, I think you guys know what I mean by that, but she's just so personable and just, you kind of want a little bit more. And I thought it was super cute. And
The topic is great too, especially for those young women kind of in their late 20s, 30s, who are business women, career women, and that whole pressure of the family, having kids, getting married. I think it's a very relevant, on-point topic. It's a great show. I can't wait to see
how it turns
out.
It was a fantastic show. So we want to let you guys, you know, get you in on the secret, and make sure you check out Chasing Maria.
On Oxygen.
On Oxygen. Check out Chasing Maria on Oxygen, and it comes on Tuesday nights. And if you don't have Oxygen, it actually comes on Bravo, because I don't have Oxygen, and I watched it on Bravo. So check it out Tuesday nights, and we would love your support. Okay.
And we'll be cut into
a commercial right
break.
now.
Tuesdays on Oxygen.
I'm Maria Menounos, and my life can get a little crazy. I host Extra. I'm an actor, producer, dancer, wrestler, and a lot of other things. I live with Kevin, my boyfriend of 15 years. Do you really love me?
I would say that I'm in serious like.
And my parents. Yep, I just said I live with my parents.
You drive me crazy.
You drive me crazy. My parents want us to get married.
You both love each other. Get married.
Kevin and I don't. I am going to get married when I want to get married. I think I want kids. Kevin definitely doesn't want them now.
This is being pushed on to us.
And of course, my parents wanted them yesterday.
This year, you gotta have it.
And I have a house full of people counting on me financially. If I take my eye off the ball, everything can fall apart.
It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or wants us to do. It's what we want to do.
Everyone thinks that they know what's best for me, but I'm really the only one. I have got to figure things out.
Chasing Maria Menounos is so new. Every Tuesday at 10/9 Central, starting March 18, only on Oxygen.
Okay, we're back. So, Chase Maria Menounos. What's up with Beauty Beat?
All right, so we're doing Beauty Beat right now. Okay, so a lot of you guys know out there that listen to the show, I'm a big makeup fan, and I love to find drugstore comparables or dupes to more expensive high-end products. So this time I've got for you the top-selling MAC lipsticks and their drugstore dupes. So in the world of beauty, they call them dupes, or they're basically almost an exact match, and you can't really tell the difference when you swatch it out. So the number one color from MAC is Angel. And it's a perfect pink color for fair to medium skin tones. And the dupe is from Maybelline called Born With It, or Revlon Pink Pout. I love Revlon Pink Pout, actually. Wow. The next one, this is a great color for medium to dark skin, and it's called Brick Ola. It's a rich raspberry, like reddish berry color. Fortunately, I wasn't able to find a dupe for this one. But it's great for you.
Wait, this is a MAC one? This one right here?
Okay. I have, and for those of you following along on Instagram, I have swatches of it. So go on to BHL Fashion 401 and you can see swatches of it.
I was just going to say, I know of a dupe, but it's more expensive than MAC, so never mind.
The next one is one of my favorites. It's called Girl About Town, and it's a bright pink color, great for spring. It's been around for a while, and it's beautiful with a neutral eye for that pop of color. Looks great on all skin tones. And the almost exact dupe is from CoverGirl called Spellbound. CoverGirl. So MAC Girl About Town, and you can go get CoverGirl.
CoverGirl.
Yep, yeah. Spellbound. Next up is another great color for medium to dark skin tones. It's called Hang Up, and it's a deep plum color, and its dupe is actually a classic color at the drugstore from Revlon called Black Cherry. The next one is a super popular nude lipstick from MAC called Myth, and the dupe is from e.l.f. called Nymph. Up next is Peach Stock. This is also a great nude lipstick color, but it's more of a peachy, warmer tone. So it warms up your lips and doesn't give you that ashen look. And the dupe for that is Revlon Nude Attitude. And two more. The last one is Pink Nouveau. Pink Nouveau, which is another great pink lipstick that's intense, but it's not overly bright. And that dupe is for my favorite Wet n Wild Dollhouse. Last but not least, yeah, it's a nice pink. And this is actually my favorite lipstick ever. I love this lipstick. I actually have like two of them. It's called Please Me from MAC. It's a beautiful warm pink color that can be worn with neutral eyes for a daytime look or paired with a darker eye for a nighttime look. And that dupe is from Rimmel, and that's a Kate Moss 101.
Ooh.
So there you go, all you bargainistas out
lips,
there.
girls.
Those are the top-selling MAC lipsticks with some great, almost identical dupes.
Don't forget to exfoliate and moisturize.
Yes.
I know. I always have that issue with my lips. Just like I don't know what to, I don't know.
Especially when you're using lipsticks.
Yeah.
You want them to be nice and soft and prepped,
and juicy.
Yep.
but it doesn't always happen that way. Oh well.
All right, so I've got your style scoop for you guys this week. So this was the biggest news, this was out in the news everywhere about designer Loren Scott, who was found dead this week in an apparent suicide. The 49-year-old was discovered hanging from a scarf by her assistant in her New York City apartment this week. Scott's designs were a favorite amongst the Hollywood elite, including Mariah Carey, Jennifer Lopez, and many more. The fashion industry has come out to pay tribute to the designer, and Vogue's Anna Wintour wrote, quote, I am deeply saddened by the loss of Loren Scott. Loren was a total perfectionist, someone who absolutely embodied everything her marvelous clothes stood for. Strength of character combined with confidence and a powerful sense of style. In person, Loren was always unbelievably gorgeous, gracious, kind, and so much fun. Her old-world American manners and charm were from another time, but her sensibility was always fiercely modern. Naomi Campbell also paid tribute with a few words of her own, remembering Loren, who she's known since she was 17. She says, quote, she was the epitome of elegance and femininity, yet still had a girlish quality. I will miss her honestly, and I will miss her friendship. My heart goes out to Mick Jagger, who's her boyfriend, and all who loved her and were loved by her. May she rest in peace.
So sad.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah,
crazy.
and you just never know what's going on with people, you know. So what you see on the outside and what's actually happening on the inside, you just don't know.
She looks like she has a perfect life. She's Mick Jagger's
Yeah.
girlfriend. She's got a successful clothing line. She's glamorous. She's beautiful. She's got everything. Obviously, there was a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. And, I mean, she tried to kill herself. I mean,
Just prayers out to the assistant that found her, because that has to be and to find someone that way, it's one thing when hanging, like, ooh, that's harsh. So
Yeah, that's something that's going to stay with you for a while. That's for sure.
That's rough.
And actually, when you do some, reading and researching on everything, some people point out the fact that in almost every mention of her, it was always Mick Jagger's girlfriend, and it wasn't the designer, Loren Scott. And so that's why a lot of these fashion industry people come out and saying, she had her own thing.
Yeah.
She definitely stood her own ground and
was her own woman.
was her own woman. It wasn't just Mick Jagger's girlfriend. So, all right. So up next, we've got Sofia Vergara. She's the latest celebrity to delve into the fragrance market with Sofia by Sofia Vergara, a scent due to launch April 24th with her line on the Home Shopping Network. The Oriental floral fragrance is expected to make $25 million in revenue during its first year, with prices starting at $48 for a 50 milliliter bottle and $55 for a 100 milliliter bottle. Sofia will also be available in a body shimmer option as well.
Okay, all right, let me ask you guys something. What do you think about paying big money like that for a fragrance from, a celebrity?
I have my opinions on this.
Because when you read off the prices, I'm like, who is paying $48 for a fragrance from Sofia Vergara? I paid $15 because she's in Kmart, but I'm not paying $50 because for $50 I can go get a little thing of Chanel. So what's your take on that?
My thing is, for me, if it's perfume, it's just a matter of what the perfume smells like. If I like it and I think it's wonderful, then I'll spend the money on it. Otherwise, her name being on it doesn't make me buy it anymore. It doesn't make me want it anymore. It doesn't make me willing to spend more for it because she has her name on it. It's just a matter of if it's a good fragrance, if I like it, and if I want to buy it.
I do agree with that to a certain point. Yeah, if it smells good, it smells good. But I kind of feel the same way, like if I'm shopping at, I don't know, J. Crew, who's, for many years they didn't sell shoes. And now you're trying to sell me a shoe for $500. Really? Like when you don't make shoes? No.
I'm with you, Deanna, with the fragrance thing. I actually avoid scents that are like sponsored or made by celebrity. I find it annoying. I'm like, you know what? Kind of like, you're a celebrity, you're already making a ton of money. I don't need to support another endeavor of yours to help you become even more filthy rich. So I'd rather keep the scents kept to the perfumeries. And I'm very picky about my scents. I like unique scents. So if something actually has a celebrity associated with it, I will actually for that reason, not buy it.
Yeah,
which is not what probably the people making it want to hear. But I have a thing against it. It's like, keep them making music, keep them making TV shows. I don't need to say I'm wearing a Sofia fragrance.
I would never say that. Even if I was, I'd be like,
you wouldn't tell people that's what you were wearing.
I wouldn't be like I'm wearing Sophia. Like I just would be like,
I don't know.
But people
who's
always
paying $50 for it?
Obviously, there's what's 25 million minus $50. That many people.
I mean, a lot of people.
I mean, a lot of people.
Your clothes are in Kmart, yet you're selling a $50 fragrance.
But she's not the first one to do it. There's so many successful. Britney Spears, Beyonce, J-Lo,
and a lot of them do that overseas. A lot of them.
Yes.
It doesn't show up here in the States.
Yeah, I got
probably
depressed
for this
because
reason.
apparently, what was it? Naomi Campbell has a whole line. Like she's had like 20 fragrances, and they were never available here.
They're never available in the U.S. You know.
Lame.
Well, people in other countries are also more into the. I mean, not that we're not here in the U.S., but like places like China. I mean, other places are way more into the celebrity, and so things like that actually just sell a lot girl.
Yeah.
In other countries.
Girl, make your money.
She's not getting my $48.
No, not me.
It would have to just really smell amazing, and I'd be like, I don't even like perfume, so it's not really that much of a goal for me.
I love perfume.
I do too, and I'm picky about my perfumes, and I want a perfume from a perfumier house or like a Chanel or something like that.
Yeah.
I get annoyed because one of the celebrity perfumes I really liked, and I was like, oh God, I can't buy it because it's a celebrity perfume. I don't want to buy it. I don't want to say I'm wearing Jennifer Aniston. I just don't want to say that. So,
That's
all right.
funny.
So next topic, very similar to what Deanna brought up at the beginning of the show. This is a web page called Worn on TV, and if you're interested in shopping based on your favorite TV star, it's the #1 site for that. It's a popular website. It's a go-to source for fans of TV shows such as Vampire Diaries, The Mindy Project, Glee, Scandal, Revenge, and many more to discover how and where to get the outfits worn on the show. Founder Linda Wilkes launched the site in 2012, and it's since grown rapidly, allowing her to quit her full-time job. She started as a hobby, and then it just blew up from there. And the past 2 months alone, her traffic has more than doubled. February saw 500,000 unique visitors and 4 million page views. She said her revenue comes from affiliate links and advertising. Wilkes says that Pretty Little Liars and Heart of Dixie are amongst the most popular shows to shop.
Why didn't
I think of that? That's exactly what I'm like. Why did I think of that? That's amazing.
It's such a brilliant
Started
idea.
in 2012, and already she's
quit her job.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Congratulations, woman. You're brilliant.
This is a brilliant idea, and it's like, it's so obvious.
Makes obvious and perfect
makes so
sense.
much sense. Because, you're watching TV, you're like, ooh, where'd she get
That's
that
really
dress?
cute.
Or where'd
I
she
want
get that bag?
yeah.
And you want it, and you don't know how to go about doing it.
Oh, that is so smart.
Oh, my God. We need
I
to
can't
come up
believe
with
it
another
hasn't
idea.
been around longer.
I know.
Yeah.
There's
wow.
a few different sites that does that, but this one is the most
really
popular.
taken off. Yeah.
This is amazing.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yep. All right. So up next, we've got Stuart Weitzman collaboration with Harper's Bazaar. Harper's Bazaar has teamed up with the esteemed shoemaker on a capsule collection of spring shoes. The 4 styles, each co-designed by Harper's Bazaar editor and Weitzman, will be available exclusively on the publication's e-commerce venture, shopbazaar.com. The collection marks the first design collaboration for the e-commerce store. Styles range in price from $298 to $398.
Not horrible.
No, not bad.
It's a good price point.
And it makes sense that, a popular magazine is collaborating, because you don't see a lot of that. And I feel like we should see more of that. You know what I mean? Because it's just a great marriage.
And it's the idea of magazines not just being magazines anymore,
anymore.
being e-commerce, being on the web and all that. So.
It's almost like they have to, because just the whole concept of a magazine, it's dying. People, like, I know subscription rates are down and stuff like that, so they have to reinvent themselves. They have to give people a reason to either buy a regular magazine or go online, and this is a great way to do it.
That's true. So. I'll always buy my magazine.
So will I. I love magazines.
I do
For
too.
fashion magazines,
Yeah.
I can't.
I
need it in my hand.
You have to have it, yep.
Yeah.
You can't replace it by being on an iPad. It's not the same. All right, so I do have one little extra style scoop for you guys that I added in just last minute here. So those of you fans of gel manicures, they are crazy popular these days, but unfortunately, some studies have recently revealed that there are some health concerns surrounding the popular beauty ritual. The first one is that some evidence suggests that the UV lights used to dry regular or gel polish can increase your chances of getting skin cancer on your hands. However, though, there's also been studies to show that you would have to have 250 years worth of weekly manicures to have an increase in cancer.
Okay.
I
mean, I don't use gels, but I do have one of those UV lights at home.
See,
it just makes them dry easier.
I don't because of that reason. I just have always thought like,
just don't take the chance, in my opinion, because
me too.
Because some people that may genetically be more prone to skin cancer or something like that, they don't know what those numbers are, and who wants to wait 30 years for everybody to start getting cancer, and then we're like, oh, actually, there is a very strong connection.
And then your fingers fall off.
Yeah, and couple that with whatever chemicals are in the nail polish to begin with.
Well, that's next.
Yeah.
Yep. So number 2, some nail polishes may contain cancer-causing chemicals.
Oh, Jesus.
The National Toxicology Program lists BHA, an ingredient in the polish, as a human carcinogen.
Yep.
As a solution, keep your eye on the ingredient label. If you see BHA, use something else. Not all gel nail polishes have it. Number 3, you could face health risk if you have an unskilled technician. NBC News reported of a woman who may have developed nerve damage due to a botched gel manicure.
Ooh, nerve damage?
Lord have mercy.
Number 4, it's easy to get an infection. Many health experts warn against having your cuticles cut in a nail salon. Also, resist shaving your legs right before your appointment and bring your own nail file and buffing tools. Also, make sure your salon cleans its equipment after every use.
Wow.
And last, don't peel your nail polish off. Chipping or peeling your gel nail polish weakens nails, possibly leaving it susceptible to infection. Using acetone should be used as a last resort, as that is a harsh chemical as well.
Jesus.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, nail polish.
And especially the gel manicures, they have a lot more chemicals that they use. That's why. See, I actually don't go and get my nails done for a lot of these reasons. I'm kind of a germ phobe, and I do my own nails at home. But I've been wanting to do the gel manicure. I'm gonna be,
It messes up it makes your nails really thin. I tried
I
it once.
actually heard that it makes your nails stronger.
You're
the nail queen. You're nail queen.
I did a gel manicure back maybe 2 years ago when it was like first really starting to catch on, because I was going to be in a wedding and I hate chipped nail polish and I had to have a French manicure and I was really annoyed. But anyways, it was because I was a bridesmaid. But anyway, so I did the gel. It still chipped. Not horribly, but it still chipped in not enough time that with the amount of money that I spent to get it. And then once I took it off, my nail beds were just brittle and dry.
Yeah, I wouldn't try it.
And they were like, oh, it's better than acrylics. Like, you won't leave it. To me, it had the same problem as acrylics, just less so.
See, almost all of my friends do gel nails, and they all swear by it. My sisters, my friends, they say it's the best thing ever, and it lasts like at least 3 or 4 weeks. It makes your nails grow longer. So.
I just think there's a lot of alternatives.
Yeah, and you do have to like take it off properly if you are doing it. Just like, I mean, obviously you'll do more damage to your nail bed if that's the case. But I have really strong nails to begin with, so I don't like anything that's gonna.
I say don't try it. Just keep on doing what works for you, which is regular nail polish, and just get a great brand, or even those little strips that Courtney was talking about.
I have so much nail polish.
I was thinking of that last night doing my nails. I was like, I have too much nails.
Too much. I have so much.
I recently found a place, because I do my own nails at home, but pedicures. I don't. But I recently found a place where they have this plastic insert, on the pedicure thing, and I love. So I like that.
They take it out.
And if with each new person, so you don't have to worry about like putting, just all that crap.
Gross.
Okay.
Nails.
All right, that's it. That's your style scoop for this week.
It's time for our favorite segment. Hot mess.
Hot mess. All right. We have some ladies going up today. First up, we have Miss Naya Rivera from Glee. So they celebrated their 100th episode this week, and she was on the gray carpet, I guess that is. And she was wearing a Beckenbridge dress. It was a black cutout dress with a sheer detail at the bust line and Cassidy shoes. And she's been in the news fashionably this week because her chichis are looking a little bit
bigger.
Grande these days. She's always had some nice busts, and as she continued to slim down over the course of being on Glee, her boobs obviously looked more prominent. But now, honey, she posted on Instagram, man, she had this dress on, and those boobs are looking like balloons.
I was just going to say, I don't remember her having boobs like that.
What do you think, Steven?
Nice little boobs. We got a thumbs up from the booth.
Naya, if you think about the rules of dressing for Naya, wear something black, wear something with cutouts.
Yeah,
exactly. And something tight. But she always looks hot.
And sexy.
She always looks good. I mean, she has an amazing body, and even now.
What do you think about her hair color?
I
don't like the color.
I don't like it either. It makes her look very common.
Yeah.
And it looks messy and dry to me. I'm like, go back to the luxurious dark hair.
Yeah, it just makes her look just Wow,
sultry
amazing.
and exotic
This
and
I don't
wonderful.
like.
Yeah, I don't like the light color either.
Yeah. All right. So she looks like she always looks, kind of hot, but with weird hair. All right. Next up, we have America Ferrera, who we haven't seen in a little bit of while, but she's on the carpets this week promoting Cesar Chavez, which is out next week, and she is rocking a Dolce & Gabbana long sleeve leopard print dress with a crew neck detail, and Rupert Sanderson bubblegum pink pumps.
I actually have the budget version of this dress, and I love it. From Topshop.
I love it. I think it's so cute.
I do too.
I love the, was it leopard and pink?
I think she looks good.
She looks great.
We haven't seen her in a while.
We haven't seen her in a
She
while.
just looks so grown up now.
I used to love that show, Ugly
Ugly
Betty. That was
Betty.
one of my favorite shows. And when they canceled that show, I was so
That show was
sad.
phenomenal. It was
Especially
so
for
fun.
fashion. It was such a good show for fashion.
Yeah.
Wilhelmina Slater.
Oh my
Yes.
God, she was awesome.
And they
Wilhelmina
said she was
Slater.
actually, America was on Watch What Happens Live wearing this same dress, which made me a little uncomfortable. But
Hey!
I mean, I guess I should be like, well, you know, normal girl.
Yeah.
But she was saying that they are all such great friends, and she had just gotten off the phone with Michael Urie, and like, because they asked about a reunion, and she was like, I would love for that to happen. And I was
Such a
like,
good
show was great.
I don't know why
cool.
they canceled it. It was such a good show.
Well, it was
wasn't-
based off of a telenovela.
Yes.
On Telemundo. And I think it had
Betty-
a beginning and an
Course.
end.
yeah, Betty
and-
La Fea.
Yeah, and they probably could have extended it, but I know ratings, it still wasn't as
Yeah.
high as they would like them to
loved
be.
it.
If they would put this on a Netflix or online,
I think
like,
they do.
I'd be all about it.
All
You
over
know,
it.
just to
Have it.
continue the story. You know what
Oh,
I mean? That's
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
And just so she knows, her makeup in this picture was very, very soft and very natural, and her face and her skin just glowed. You can't really tell in the picture because it's a little blown out, but she looked really great.
I love it.
Congrats, America. You're doing fabulous.
Yeah.
Hope the movie does really well. I can't wait to
Yeah.
see it.
I
Next
wanna
up,
see it.
we have Tia Mowry Hardrick. And she was at the Norma Jean Gala in Beverly Hills wearing a House of Holland navy and oxblood color block form-fitting dress with a very interesting bust line and crown braids for her hairstyle. What do you guys think?
I think, first of all, I'm not used to seeing her so sexy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
it's like, who is
But
this
is it
woman?
sexy?
Yeah, I don't. For her, I think this is
Courtney.
very sexy for her because we're not used to seeing this. But that bust line, it looks like she's got on a bra over. It's just weird.
That's an awkward bust line.
Very awkward. I don't like it.
Very low, and her boobs look non-existent, but
Mm-hmm.
they have to exist because they're scooped out in the color blocking, and I don't get it.
And
at
then
all.
the braided hair just makes her. It just doesn't work. Her hair should have been down and full and.
Because it's weird. The whole package. Because you look at her face and like she did a bold lip, but like it almost looks like there's no eye makeup on her. So
Yeah.
it's like it looks. She just needs something. She needs some eye makeup. Put her hair down. Even though I'm a huge fan of braids right now, I'm even rocking a little side braid. I love the braids, but I don't like this little braid thing.
Yeah, and the reason like the close up of the braids,
Mm-hmm.
she looks like she's cut her hair because on Instagram she's had some like shorter hair pictures going on, and she was looking kind of messy, and I was like. And it looks like those braids, like, are people that didn't know how to braid, and they were trying to braid short hair, and it looks really. And I don't know if that was purposeful because they wanted like a messy braid look, but the messy braid look did not work.
It's like a milkmaid braid.
Yeah. It
I
doesn't
don't
work.
like it. I just don't. Nothing works.
Like if she didn't do a braid, she needed to have some sexy waves or add like a wig or do something. I just don't.
We need some hair.
Did Erica just say wig?
Right?
Give us some hair.
We got her. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that could have worked if she had like
Yeah.
her full curls, even if it's
Yeah.
short. And I personally
Yeah.
like the makeup with the bare face and then just the lip, but I need hair
I
to
need
come around
something,
it. Like
something.
maybe and some lashes to like
Yeah.
exaggerate her
lashes.
eyes.
Yeah,
but,
lashes would have been
But
great.
that dress was done, honey. I was done.
Yeah, and
I
she
don't
just
know.
doesn't look comfortable.
Yeah.
She just looks a little awkward.
It doesn't
and-
look sexy. It looks weird.
She doesn't look
Yeah.
confident either.
Yeah. But I think that she thinks she's sexy.
Well, see, that's the thing. I think she thinks it is really sexy, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't. No.
No.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
boo.
well.
Hot mess, but you're real sweet. So next up, we have Rosario Dawson, and I had to bring her back because we had a disaster last week, and I was hoping for a better non-disaster this week, but this was an interesting situation. She was again wearing Diane von Furstenberg. It's a 70s jumpsuit, beige speckled, and has a boat neck. And she sideswept her bangs and put her hair in a bun and wore these black pointy toe pumps.
Oh my God. Okay, people out there, you need to run to Instagram to check this picture out because it's so.
bad. Wait, that's a jumpsuit,
It's
right?
a jumpsuit. And everybody Everyone knows I love a jumpsuit.
Yeah,
And I
too.
actually, when you see the picture, like, on the thing a little bit up close, it's a little blown out here, but I like the jumpsuit. I just didn't like it at all on her. I didn't like the color on her skin.
awful.
The makeup was horrible because her eyeshadow matches one
Yeah,
of
that's
the
what it
layers of
looks
the
like.
jumpsuit, and her hair.
And what's the detail at the bottom on the pants? It's
I
just
don't know what's happening, but it's DVF. Like, it's really hard to F that up, and it's really, really messed up right now.
well, it's interesting that you pulled a Rosario picture because I was watching Wendy Williams this week.
Yes!
And you know how in the Like Us Weekly they'll do the
Who wore it best.
best,
Yes.
and there was a picture of Rosario in that
That we
wrap
had
dress
last
that we had from
week,
last
yes.
week, and it was a picture of Wendy Williams, and they said that Wendy Williams wore it best. And Wendy revealed in her show, she goes, I don't know where they got that picture from,
Yeah.
but it was probably 10 years ago that I wore this dress.
Yes.
So it's interesting. You know, when you think about when you see these pictures in the magazines, they're like digging deep. So it wasn't even a recent picture of Wendy Williams. You know,
Yeah.
she said it was at least 10 years old, the picture of her in that dress.
Yes.
Yet she still pulled it off better than
And I don't
Rosario.
know what's wrong with
It doesn't even look like Rosario because it's so, like the whole thing is so washed out.
And her plastered hair is
Yeah.
very 90s, and I'm
It's just
confused.
bad.
I don't understand. Sorry, girlfriend, you still didn't quite do it. Last up this week, we have little Zoe Kravitz, and she was at the Divergent premiere wearing Balenciaga. It's an off-the-shoulder ivory projected bustier dress with Martin Katz chandelier earrings and ivory strappy sandals.
It doesn't look like anything fits her. It looks like her shoes are too big for her, like at the bottom, you know? It looks like the dress is ready to fall off of her. It's like she's playing dress up in her mom's closet or something. I'm not crazy
Yeah,
about
I'm
it.
not crazy about it either. It just doesn't.
It doesn't seem to fit.
The dress is just awkward. It's like the milkmaid kind of shoulder type thing, flouncy thing, and I like kind of where it was going with the skirt. I can't stand that neckline or whatever that is, those sleeves. So
It reminds me of Balenciaga and Kerry Washington and how I was like, really? Did you do that? And I mean, we can't see all the detail of that dress, but there's like some satin, there's some corset structure going on, but then this billowy, and she's a little like petite, cute little girl, and I just don't understand why she would choose this at all.
It just looks like she's playing in her mom's closet.
Yeah.
You know?
And you have such stylish
parents, both of them.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I just feel like she just was trying to be stylish because this is like an interesting dress. So she just like, oh, it's super interesting. It's got all kind of fabrics and textures, and I'm going to wear it. So, sorry.
I'm going to stand out.
I'm going to stand out. And you did stand out, but not for a good reason.
Not in a good way.
Sorry, Boo. You're a hot mess, too. So, obviously, on the red carpet this week, we had a lot of messy going on. But that's it for Hot or Hot Mess, guys. Check us out on BHL Fashion 411 on Instagram so you see it.
And whose style are we watching this week?
We're going to watch some style, and this gives me a little bit more pleasure. Her name is Demetria Lucas. For those of you who don't know who she is, she's been blogging for years on a blog called Belle in Brooklyn, and she is recently one of the new stars of Bravo's hit show, actually, Blood, Sweat, and Heels, that did really well. And she's a career woman. She's awesome. And the reason she's selected for Style Watch this week is because, of course, I love big hair. So that's why she's on there. But also, she's obviously a beautiful sized woman. She has breasts and hips, and she does it. And she is not afraid of color, pattern, texture. She has, even if you watch the show, like all of her clothes are the most interesting dresses. She sticks with a similar silhouette that she's wearing in this picture, which is this cream, like short sleeve, crew neck kind of dress. She keeps it simple in terms of her silhouette. Occasionally it's an A-line instead of straight, but she's always in beautiful patterns and colors. She has so much vibrance and life in her clothes. I can't. And as she has this little patterned clutch that she's wearing with this dress. So love it or leave it, the dress, I think she just stands out, and she wants to stand out, and she stands out in a great way.
And also what she does, Blood, Sweat, and Heels, it already, they did their season finale.
They have their reunion on Sunday.
That's coming on. But what she does is after every show, if you go on Facebook, she will actually put, so whatever dresses that she was wearing on the show, she'll tell you where she got it from. Because in fact, one week I bought the dresses from ASOS.com.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she'll have a side-by-side of what she was wearing on the show, and she'll tell you where she got it from.
Yes.
And I love that she does that.
Yes.
And you're right. She just has such great style. And interestingly enough, she's not the style maven on the show.
No, she's not the style maven on the show.
And the person who is the style maven, who I actually well, anyway, kind of know her, but like she needs to spiff up her style.
I would say yes. A few times over on that.
Yeah, you would think that she was the style.
Demetria was shining through the whole series.
She looks great, and she just knows how to dress her body, which I love.
And she doesn't dress it to hide it, is what I appreciate. But she also doesn't dress it to overexpose it, like some people. Like she's in that great middle place of stylish and wonderfully delightful.
She's got some great style. All right, you guys, that's it for Fashion 411 on Friday, March 21st. Thanks for tuning in. And just like we said, check us out on iTunes. Download us for free. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, which is, the hot new social media place to be as well, BHL Fashion 411. And where can we find everybody?
Hey guys, I am your host, Erica Garcia Rojas, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at IAMEGR.
What's up, everybody? I'm Courtney Stewart. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Stewart Starlet.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at It's Me, Deanna V. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. We will see you next week.
Bye.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood Redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.
Thanks for watching Black Hollywood Live on YouTube. For more in-depth interviews and news, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion in the comment section below here. See you soon, everyone. Bye.